Hello, my dear ladies. Hello, my dear gentlemen. The cycle of life. All the good fashion designers have died. Most recently, Armani, and now Valentino. Well, we all have to die sometime, and Armani and Valentino had reached a ripe old age. The problem is there aren't any fashion designers as good as them coming along. Fashion has to constantly change, mainly for economic reasons. I think less is more would be better for the entire fashion industry. Fashion collections are churned out one after another, and each one is more dreadful than the last. I watched new fashion shows for 2026. I liked Armani. What I saw at Valentino was awful. I get the impression that the new designers are mixing everything together recklessly and think their world-renowned reputation is a guarantee of success. The fashion is bad, ugly, unwearable. But the high prices, normal for haute couture, remain. There are more and more videos on YouTube criticizing the high prices of famous luxury fashion brands. They say the quality has declined so drastically, and the high prices are unacceptable. It's especially bad with leather goods. Besides cosmetics, the most lucrative branch for luxury brands. The production of these luxury goods in China has been exposed. It's the cheapest of the cheap. A Lady Dior handbag, for example, for $50. Retail price, $5,000. Or the Kelly bag by Hermes. Always the same system. Incredibly low product costs, but then exorbitant retail prices. Well, the doorman at Hermes, so ridiculous, has to be paid after all. It's such a farce. Hypocrisy and charade at its finest. But these luxury brands are slowly realizing that there are huge drops in sales. It doesn't surprise me. The much-lauded designers are no better or worse than the clothes made in China. People buy almost everything now from AliExpress, Temu, and all the other similar sites. Even loyal customers of luxury brands are buying from China now. They are right. Why should I pay $5,000 for a dress when I can get almost the same dress for $50? That would be foolish. All luxury brands, no matter how arrogant they may seem, need to radically rethink their approach. For fashion, their most important task is to hire a top-notch designer who can rediscover elegance, style, and class. No more primitive shows where only the scenery matters. Prices are also need to be reconsidered. Everyone knows by now that expensive doesn't mean good. I mean, there needs to be a major radical change. For example, all production should be based in the luxury brands' home countries again, like France and Italy. Back to quality. Elegance doesn't have to be old-fashioned and vintage. Think of Courrèges or Pierre Cardin. They had completely new ideas in the 60s, and they were first rate. Today, those ideas are rubbish and embarrassing. What's the point of these vulgar, see-through curtain scraps worn with clunky boots and a frilly blouse? If it were at least a skillful mix, but I see skeleton hybrids wrapped in carpets they drag behind them and underwear as tops on the catwalk. Valentino was a great fashion designer, pure elegance. I don't think much of the current head designer. Valentino will suffer huge losses in revenue. That's obvious. Who's going to pay exorbitant prices for this garbage? Have a nice day.